Stop. Just stop for a moment. Pause everything. Take a deep breath. I need you to look at something. Look at your hands. Look at your body. Look at the person you've become. Now, I want you to see something most people miss. You are not the same person you were before they broke you. And that's not a bad thing. That's everything. Let me tell you what happened. Someone hurt you. Maybe it was a person you loved. Maybe it was a system that was supposed to protect you. Maybe it was life itself. Relentless, unforgiving, cruel. And they didn't just hurt you. They broke you. I'm not talking about a little scratch. I'm not talking about a bruise. I'm talking about the kind of break that shatters you into pieces. The kind that makes you look in the mirror and not recognize yourself anymore. Maybe it was betrayal. Maybe it was loss. Maybe it was rejection, abandonment, or cruelty that came from the last place you expected. And in that moment, when you were lying there in pieces, you had a choice. You could have stayed broken. You could have let those pieces define you. You could have said, this is it. This is who I am now. Shattered, useless, ruined. But you didn't. There's an ancient Japanese art form called Kintsugi. When a piece of pottery breaks, instead of throwing it away or trying to hide the damage, they do something extraordinary. They take the broken pieces and they put them back together using lacquer mixed with powdered gold. Not glue, not something invisible, gold. So when the piece is whole again, the cracks aren't hidden. They're actually highlighted. They're obvious. They're also beautiful. In fact, they're the most valuable part of the entire piece. Because here's what Kintsugi teaches us. The breaking is not the end of the story. It's the beginning of something more valuable. Let that sink in. A piece of pottery that's never broken. It's just pottery, common, ordinary, forgettable. But a piece that's been shattered, put back together with gold. That's art. That's history. That's irreplaceable. And that's you. You're not the same person you were before they broke you. You're not damaged goods. You're not less than. You're Kintsugi. The cracks you carry, they're not proof of your weakness. They're proof of your value. Now, here's the part that's hard to accept. You needed to break. Not because you deserved it. Not because the world is fair. It's not. But because you couldn't become who you're meant to be without it. The person you were before, that version of you was whole, unbroken, safe, but also limited. You hadn't been tested. You hadn't been forced to rebuild. You hadn't discovered what you're actually made of. Think about it. Before they broke you, did you know you could survive that kind of pain? Did you know you had the strength to put yourself back together? Did you know you could turn your trauma into wisdom, your scars into beauty? You didn't. But now, you do. And here's the truth that changes everything. The breaking revealed what was always inside of you. The gold was always there, the strength, the resilience, the capacity to endure and transform. But it took the breaking to bring it to the surface. It took the shattering to show you and the world what you're actually made of. So let me tell you who you are now. You are someone who knows what it's like to be destroyed and rebuilt. You are someone who carries their scars like badges of honor, not shame. You are someone who looks at pain and says, "You don't get to define me. I define what this becomes." You didn't just survive. You transformed. You didn't just heal. You alchemized. You took the worst thing that ever happened to you and turned it into the most powerful part of who you are. And here's what most people don't understand. You are more valuable than you were before. Not despite the breaking, because of it. The cracks you carry, they make you more empathetic, more compassionate, more real. The pain you survived, it makes you stronger, wiser, more resilient than anyone who's never been tested. You are not broken. You are Kintsugi. And the world needs more people like you. So here's what I need you to do. Stop hiding the cracks. Stop pretending you're fine when you're still healing. Stop apologizing for the parts of you that have been shattered and rebuilt. Show your gold. Let people see the scars. Let them see the strength it took to put yourself back together. Let them see that you are not less because of what you survived. You are more. Because when you do that, when you stop hiding and start owning your story, something incredible happens. You give other people permission to do the same. Right now, someone is watching this who feels broken, who feels ruined, who thinks they'll never be whole again. And they need to see you. They need to see that the breaking is not the end, that the cracks can be filled with gold, that they can become something more valuable than they ever were before. So if this message hit you right now, if you felt seen, please leave a comment down below. Type 3 words. I am Kintsugi. Say it out loud. Claim it. Own it. Because the reality is that you are not broken. You are not damaged. You are not less. You're gold veined. You're irreplaceable. You are art. They broke you, and you filled the cracks with gold. And that is everything.